Welcome to BookJuice, where love stories aren't just romance, they're emotional mirrors. They don't just remind us of people, they remind us of versions of ourselves we haven't met in years. Let me ask you this. What if your greatest love happened too soon? Too raw? Too unguarded? Too honest to survive the weight of time? That's the ache that sits at the heart of every summer after. This isn't a fairy tale. It's a memory you didn't mean to keep. The kind that resurfaces when you go back home, when the weather feels like the past and your heart remembers someone your head tried to forget. This is the story of Percy and Sam. They meet as teens, neighbors at a lake town where summers stretch endlessly and the world feels wide open. But what starts as friendship becomes something deeper. Every summer, they return to each other. Pages of late-night conversations, first kisses, awkward tension, growing pains, and the kind of emotional safety that feels rare even in adulthood. But life isn't made of just summers. It's made of moments you can't take back. And one of those moments breaks them. No spoilers, but it's not a cliché. It's something deeply human. Time passes, distance grows, silence sets in. And then, years later, Percy comes back to the lake, back to the memories, back to Sam, the boy who once knew her better than anyone and who now barely knows her at all. And here's what every summer after gets so right. It captures how love isn't just about how you feel, it's about when you feel it. The same person in the wrong season can be completely unreachable. You can be looking at someone you once loved and wonder, do they even recognize the person I've become? Because love doesn't always fade with time. Sometimes it just gets buried under guilt, shame, regret. Questions like, why didn't I say more? Why did I give up? Would they even want me back? And when Percy returns, she's carrying all of it. And Sam, he's not the boy she left. He's grown, changed, scarred. And yet, the lake is still there. The bookstore, the dock, the ghosts, all waiting. And that's where the story hits deep. Because this isn't about whether they still love each other. It's about whether they can forgive each other, and more importantly, whether they can forgive themselves. What if the hardest part of love isn't losing it, but trying to believe it's still possible after you've messed it up? Because sometimes the person you loved the most is also the person you hurt the worst. And sometimes love doesn't get a second chance until both people have changed. And then the question becomes, can new versions of us still carry the old flame? Or does it belong to who we used to be? The heart doesn't care how much time has passed. It only knows if the door is open or closed. Time changes people, but some love waits patiently for both of you to come home. And yes, we say it out loud because it matters. So here's your reflection. Have you ever let someone go and a part of you stayed with them? Is there a version of your past that still whispers quietly in your quietest moments? And what would it take not to go back, but to meet them again as who you are now? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about love, timing, and what it means to return to a place or a person that shaped you. And hey, whether you're driving, doing laundry, or just trying to understand your own heart, this is why BookJuice exists. For the emotional in-between, for the memories you didn't ask for, but can't forget, for the ones who still believe in second chances, even if it takes a lifetime to find them. Grab the book, revisit the lake, and remember, this is BookJuice, short reflections, long aftertaste.